All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about you guys, man. Let's talk about Manchester United.
Oh, oh.
Being held. It was the first game for man like Amorim
Yeah.
coming in with his first game with you know the mind, the fantastic mind, and
Oh man, please,
uh,
please. That's the type of hype we don't
are
need
you
right now.
are you guys Amorim? I mean, it's a disappointing, to say the least, disappointing draw. And I think you were lucky to draw that game. I mean,
Yeah,
you needed supernatural or Nana to keep you in the game a few times.
yeah, yeah.
And let me just say something about Nana. I've been ridiculing him, like when he was making mistakes and all that. But I have to give him props. The guy has turned his career around at United, and he
Yeah,
comes up with superb saves every
yeah.
other week. And this guy is probably your best player right now.
Well,
for me.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
This
He's
season,
probably your best player right now. Yeah. And I mean, kudos to him. I mean, I have to give him credit where it's due. So yeah, I mean, what do you think of the first game for Amorim, and are you Amorim out and Ten Hag back?
yeah, none of that, none of that, none of that. Let's please not even start with that one, because these are the talks that were a downfall, these last few months, right?
Yeah,
In and
yeah.
out and all of that. So we're gonna try to stay away from that, and just gonna go back real quick on the Nana. Yes, he's turned things around. He said we were gonna see something different from him, and we are seeing that. The goalkeeping aspect, he's taking that back seriously, focusing on it, and making some massive saves. He's saved us a few times by now, and he still has the most clean sheet, I believe, in the league or something like that. So, yes, complete credit to him with what he's doing right now. His form is definitely needed, especially that our attack is completely trash, and that's the highlight of this game. Our attack is trash. Like, we don't create clear-cut chances. We did a little bit before when Ten Hag was here. For those last few games, creating chances that were not going to the back of the net. This game, we struggle to create chances. Besides that first chance from Ahmad, who created that all by himself, by the way.
He was good in that game. To be honest.
Ahmad is
He created futures for himself. Like he was getting no help from
bro,
nobody.
Yeah.
man. Ahmad is the best player we have. Period. You cannot even argue that he's just the best player we have, technically, and then just mentally as well in this intelligence of the game. He's the best player, like on paper, right? So I'm glad that Amorim has seen that. He subbed pretty much everybody except him because he could see that the man was doing his job, even though it wasn't even his natural position. So, yes, just to get back on the game again, it was a very great start of the game. You're like, oh, yes, we're about to roll. We're about to completely destroy these guys. And then right after that first goal, he got quiet. He got quiet on, Manchester United side of things. We could not fully execute what the manager wanted. And he said that right after the game. He said, yes, a lot of, he felt like the players were asking themselves questions, a lot of second guessing as to who to pass. Should I come get the ball? Should I run forward? There was a lot of, waste in the game as well, kind of lumping the ball forward when, it gets a little tricky at the back. So it will take them time. That's something, honestly, I anticipated. I didn't have my hopes too high for this game. I know that's going to be a process, but the fact that he came in with this structure and seems like he's going to stick to that, then that's the best thing we can ask, because at this point we're going to find out which player does not deserve to be in this team. Period. Like a Rashford, for example. All right, I'm not going to just speak out on him, but this guy needs to go. He needed to go 2 seasons ago.
To be
And
fair, I've seen a lot of my new fans. They'll be like, "Oh, that's silly."
that's it. There's nothing else. This is pretty much his last chance. And who am I to say it? I'm just a fan, right? But a lot of fans are getting to that sentiment now where this guy's not doing it. He's not going to do it anytime soon. And in this system, it doesn't really have a place except up front. And if you can't pull it off of up front, then you're going to have to go. So just to make this story a little shorter, is just that this system is going to take a little bit of time from Amorim to get right. But again, we saw all the weaknesses during this game. The fact that Ipswich had quite a lot of the ball, especially second half, where we kind of got back to ourselves a little bit, but still didn't create anything. I think we had like one shot on target during the whole second half. First half, after that goal, we disappeared. Ipswich had the ball. They were coming at us. They got that amazing goal. And from there on, the game was a little bit more balanced. So I'm going to give Amorim a whole lot more time. I'm thinking by the time we get to the winter break, we should see something a little bit more fluid. I think the choice of player was not the right choice. Eriksen and Casemiro. I think that's something that could definitely be improved moving forward. And yes, gonna be exciting to see. I know top 5, we're like 3 points clear of top 5, which is crazy. Yeah, behind. Yes, I think we are 16 points, and 5th is top.
How far are you from bottom? I mean, from the bottom 3.
We're like 10 points clear. At least, I think, around that mark. So, we're close to the top, but I don't think we're ever going to reach it. I don't think we're ever going to reach it. We got too much to worry about. We got a start-off play to worry about. We got players to worry about. We got a whole cohesion to work on. So, a whole lot of work.
Yeah, Terry.
I mean, yeah, I would echo a lot of what he said. I mean, the people, I know it's gonna get to that point where people are gonna be like, "Oh, he was never this bad under Ten Hag," and I'll just be
you lose the next game. That's it, man. You
lose the next game, like you see them. Oh, he was never this bad. At least Ten Hag got to play.
And I'll be on the front line of that. No, don't worry about that.
see? So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't even care about this guy. You guys wanted a new manager. We got the new manager now.
Give us some peace now.
Yeah, you gotta give him some peace.
Let him cook.
Yeah, you gotta let him cook, like they say. So, I mean, this season is a freebie for him. This season is a freebie. If we end up 12, everybody's gonna blame it on Ten Hag. Nobody's gonna say Amorim did this, unless it's really, really, really bad. But if we stay where we are, nobody's gonna blame him. If we improve, everybody's gonna give him all the praise. So it's a bit of a freebie for him. So I hope he really takes the time to implement his ideas and his process and everything. And I hope he doesn't compromise. I mean, we saw Ten Hag first season, and it worked. It worked for him. He compromised his system a little bit, and it worked for him. And then the second season tried to make, I think, too big a jump between the compromised system and his actual system. I think he should have went to an intermediate system in between before forcing to do everything he wanted to do all at once. So I hope that this guy, either if he is going to compromise, then takes the process slowly, or if he's going to come and do we're going to do my way or the highway, then at least stick to that and stick on it and make sure you get everybody on the same page, and that's what we do, So I'm glad he came with the 3-4-3. It's something new. We wanted to see something new. Do we have the players for it? I don't think so, but if you're a smart player, you should be able to adapt. And that's where, like Freddie said, we'll see who we actually should keep and who we actually probably are better moving on at this point. So Rashford is definite, unless something miraculous happens for him for the rest of the season, I don't think there's a way that he can be a relevant player in this system. But we do have good players that can slot in. I think this may be obviously Ahmad. For me, I mean, he played well on that left wing back, but I think he's too good to play there. He has to be one of the 10s.
Yeah.
We'll see what it does. We don't really have many options over there. Very dodgy from Luke Shaw to be out for 18 months. As soon as Ten Hag leaves, he's fit. Very dodgy. Very dodgy. But okay, we'll let it go. But that's so dodgy.
Same feeling, man. That's
crazy. That's very crazy, bro. And he played the Euros as well, so you can see where the priorities lie.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. I mean, this game, yeah, like Freddie said, you analyze everything. We were not great. they probably deserve the win. Onana saved us on a couple of occasions. But at least he put his system. We saw some nice stuff here and there. Definitely the lineup. I think this lineup was more because of the international break. I think it will be very different during the week. I don't know who we play in the Europa League, but I think it'll be very different then. And I mean, I hope he really reads some stuff and that he actually tries some stuff and tries to impose what he wants to do and put players in positions where that will suit the I think the team better, even if it's not their best position. Like we saw with like him moving Bruno deeper. I think Bruno deeper.
He needs to be deeper, yeah.
I think Bruno should play deeper at this point. You can put an Ugarte next to him to do all the running and all that stuff. And you can play Mason Mount or whatever. Maybe if you want to try and force Garnacho in there as a hybrid 10/left winger, whatever you want to do. But Bruno as a 10, we need Bruno on the ball. And I think when he's deeper, he doesn't do the nonsense he does when he's high. Like he actually takes care of the ball more. And we just need him on the ball. We'll see. But I mean, you start against Ipswich, you don't win. It looks a bit bad, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. We have, I don't know who we're playing in the Europa, and I think next week.
Next team.
Yeah. And I think we have a decent run of fixtures, not too hard. So hopefully you'll be able to get a win or two, and then we'll see how we go.
Yeah, I mean the guy couldn't have hoped for a better fixture. Maybe apart from Southampton, as the first game in the season for to get his feet wet into the league. But you know what I liked about it is that I'm not sure how many training sessions he's had with them, but he came in and he's like, "This is how we're gonna play." All right, it's gonna take some time. I'm sure these guys they've never played 3-4-3 before. I'm sure never together. That's for sure. And just to come in and for me, I know it's Ipswich and it's the perfect game to go into it, but it's also the perfect game to go and try something like that as well. You don't want to go and play like if your first game is City and you go completely new system and you're gonna get smashed. It's gonna look so bad on you. You know? I mean, this looks bad because you were dominated by Ipswich. We're talking about Ipswich right now, but this is first game, and the guy has probably got, like you said, till the end of the season to try and figure it out. We'll see what he does in January. But yeah, I mean, the thing that he has to do, I think his biggest challenge will be to get these fans together. Just to stop the back chat. Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out. Is he the good? Is he the one for the job? Is it not that he has to calm all these things down and get down on the field and then start working? And then from there, you'll see what players you have. You have a system, and then according to what you have, you'll determine who suits it and who doesn't. I hope for his sake that is strong about it and he doesn't fall under the pressure to kind of fall back and be like that's not going to work because it's going to take some time. This is how he wants to play. He's been successful relatively with that. He's got a big team now. This is not Sporting Lisbon. This is Manchester United. Like you don't get that many games to try things out. So the results has to come quick-ish. For him, but I mean, we're not gonna put a gun to his head because it's his first game. I know it's Ipswich, but But I mean, I've liked a few things. Is trying to do things different. Putting Rashford up front. I mean, that's something that I didn't see coming. Doing the wing backs as well. I'm sure Ahmad was gassed after that game for the amount of
for real.
He was doing. But he played well. I mean, I think especially with your defenders, with Euro coming back and the Ligt, I think the three at the back with Shaw is a good defender. Like in the three, like people forget that he is really good in the three. I think that will suit them defensively. Now I think Kobe Mainu, that would probably suit him as well if you get like Ugarte that will clean up behind him. And yeah, you probably can have Bruno and someone else in the 10 position, but I mean, I'm just gonna ask you, man, just these strikers that you have, especially this guy Xerxes, man. What's his job, man? I mean, I've tried to give him a chance. But I told you guys before he came. This guy, that's not his level, man. That is not his level. The guy is out of his depth. What do you think about it?
Man, with Xerxes, it's a tough one because I would say I would give him a little more time, but from what we're seeing though, it's not convincing in the sense that where do you put him? What is he really good at? You know,
That's
even
the
his
thing.
touches that his touches that people were hyping. I've seen no good touch. Like
That's what
sometimes
I'm
he
saying.
comes, the ball bounce off of him. Don't know what to do. Doesn't have a clue. He's not fast to running behind. He can hold up the ball. Like at least have a good header, kind of hold up game. But barely even has that. He's really struggling right now. He really
It's
is.
funny. Maybe it's gonna be your new win back or something because I don't know.
I don't know if he has the legs.
On the field, I haven't seen anything from him like that will give me promise. Like we talked about Savinho, like running around a headless chicken. But at least you can see that when this guy clicks, maybe there's going to be something there. With this guy, I still haven't seen anything, and that's worrying, man. That's worrying. I mean, the league has been doing good. As well, I love this guy. I mean, I don't know. This guy is just a bowler, man.
This guy's too good.
Yeah, our friend. I think you struggle for goals, and you're just gonna need to fix that. Maybe it's gonna come. Maybe it's gonna come with this guy, with his guy Gorkres. Maybe in January. I don't know if you guys have the money for that or not. It's gonna cost about 120 million or something like that. But you need to fix that up front because you have two strikers there. Hoyland. I mean, just lukewarm, man. Lukewarm, like honestly. But yeah, I mean that's just my take on it. I mean, I'm not gonna go too hard on it. It's his first game. And we'll see what the future holds for humans. Anyway, let's move on to a comfortable day at the Emirates, 3-0. Before the game, this game looked like a banana scheme. I mean, I was shook, to be honest. We never perform well when we come back from international. And, Nottingham Forest has been Nottingham Forest. You know what I mean? They beat Liverpool. They're giving everybody a tough game. But with Odegaard back, it's like finally we see Arsenal from last year. I mean, the interplay in this game was back to what we did last year. We weren't relying so much on crosses and long balls and stuff, which without Havertz up front, which was a surprise for me that he didn't start. He didn't even come on at all. He forces us to do that, be more direct, be more central, and good performance from Arsenal. Great performance from Arsenal. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if I want to go. So, yeah, I would say so. Definitely a great performance. We did see the colors of last year's Arsenal in this game. These are the things that we were talking about before. Just the fact that, the creativity wasn't there and, just the, just the style of play wasn't there. But with one player back, you get all of that back, with Odegaard being back. And that is to say a lot about him, about his qualities, about how, that's his team. He kind of gels everything together. And that was the biggest difference during that game, just the fact that, when Saka and Odegaard are there together, like they always combine in a way that's, dangerous to the opposition. And, that first goal from Saka, I believe that's what happened there. I mean, this was a solid performance against Nottingham, as you said, which hasn't been terrible this season at all. Just looking at their position. And I thought they would give Arsenal a little bit more to think about, but that was a legit domination from Arsenal. It seems like Arteta was like, let's go back to the drawing board and let's get back to what got us here, And that paid off. Straight up, it paid off, and we definitely want to see that kind of Arsenal more. Because they have it in the locker. Jesus, like, is this guy done or what? Like, what's happening with this guy? This guy is poor. Like, he doesn't even look like he can find himself again. Like, even to take shots and all of that, he's poor. He's really poor. So
I think his time is done at Arsenal, man. Honestly, it's not. I mean, like preseason, that's why I was like, we don't necessarily need a striker because this guy was supposed to be fit and come back.
Right.
I thought we was gonna get the Jesus of first year Arsenal Jesus.
Yeah.
It was brilliant, and then that's why everybody told us. He even said himself he's fit again, so he's ready to go and all that. And I believed him. It's not funny. 12 games, even in the Europa League games, where like, it's supposed to be easy games to like get yourself, some form.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't see anything from him. He's gonna happen. But there's just nothing from him now. There's nothing from him, and I think this guy, his confidence is shot.
Right.
We just for what we want to do, we just can't carry him anymore. For me, I'll have to cut my losses on him and be like, yo, this guy, I think that's it, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he has not done it. I think it's too many cuts, man. He was cutting too much instead of scoring. Now he's come back to get you, man. Your groins, your knees, nothing works anymore, man. No, but yeah, I mean, it's like you guys said, easy win. I was surprised too. That it was such a dominant performance from Arsenal, and Odegaard coming back, the magic is back, the feel good factor is back. Saka doing it, and you guys need to stop. This is what annoys me with you guys. Stop this. Oh, he's injured, or he might not play.
You know what? I've seen something about that.
We get it now. We get it.
He does it on purpose. He does it on purpose.
Yeah, we get it. It's like they've done this for 2 years now. We get it. He's gonna play. We know he's gonna play. Nobody's gonna play anymore.
It annoys me too sometimes because I'm trying to play my fantasy team and I'm like, I'm just waiting for something for Arteta to say so that I'm sure he's playing or not, and I still have to wait and guess at the end of the day.
Man, they need to just stop it. We know, come on, man. But great performance from Saka, and he's proving to be the main star boy. I mean, where's Foden? The debate is over.
It's done.
So Saka is really, really doing it. Even when you guys were struggling, obviously it was always him giving good performances. And I want to shout out that Ife Nwaneri as well.
Yeah,
he looks like he's gonna be a player, man. He looks obviously this season might be a little bit too quick for him to get a lot of minutes.
17, man. I mean, it is
17, man.
He's still very, very young. So, but I'm hoping maybe next season and the seasons coming that we're gonna start seeing him a little bit more. But he's good. Every time he comes on, I feel like he does something. He just too excited to show something, So I mean, and it's not just Odegaard. I mean, Calafiori back. I think Timber missed the last game as well, did he? I think so he was back too. I mean, the team is back, so I think this is the time now. You guys have to go on that run. You guys have to put pressure on Liverpool. And I think by the end of this Christmas period, I think you guys will be back in it. Now we'll see.
No way, man. They got Man U. We're gonna stop them in there.
Xerxes hat trick. Wait for it.
Can't wait to see that.
But to be fair, we sometimes just beat random people out of nowhere, like Liverpool.
Especially Arsenal.
You'll be like Spurs. You'll be like Spurs.
We'll be like Spurs, We'll be like Spurs, so we never know. But we'll see. You guys have a good run of games. So you guys, this is your time now to come back. But good start for you guys in this game for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, good run of games, and like you said, man, we just have to capitalize on it. I mean, we should at least be I think in the next 6 or 7 games, we should be looking at least 6 wins and 1 draw. I think the hardest game that we have during that run is you guys, and with the new manager bounce, you never know. If it was Ten Hag, you guys, I was like 7 wins in a row. But right now we're still in doubt. We don't know what you guys are gonna be in a couple of weeks. So I'm still, and it's still United Arsenal. You know what I mean? So the players usually show up for that. Form goes out the window. Sometimes, but. I mean, we should definitely go on the run, and Odegaard's back, and you just see the difference, man. You just see this guy is just a poet, man. I don't know how he sees football, man, but sometimes it's just simple things with just little touches here and there,
Yeah.
close control, man. I mean, I can't say enough about him, man. But this is not the Odegaard show, but I mean, definitely this guy
No,
coming
the
back.
kid is good.
This guy coming back fit is definitely very timely, especially in this busy period. And we're gonna need everybody. You know, I think that defense now. I think that's it now. I think that's our four, and these guys are just solid at the back.
Yeah.
Marino starting to get back into the the first couple of games I wasn't too impressed by him, but he's starting to get into the groove of things. This guy, what he does well is just does simple things well. This guy is just and he doesn't seem to lose challenges. He can get the ball and start attacks again. And if you have him and a Partey behind him,
Yeah.
or Declan Rice, that's good with Odegaard. It just frees up Odegaard to go anywhere he wants to go. I think we still have a problem on the left hand side. Trossard, he came in. I had one of his bad days today. He seemed to have a little bit more of a free role. He wasn't stuck to that left hand side. He was just popping up here and there. It's probably that suits him a little bit better. On that left hand side, yeah, when Martinelli comes back into the team and all that, they're just gonna have to get going on that. But yeah, I mean, a solid win all in all, and I was a little bit anxious before the game, but just at the end of the game, it's like, yeah, job done, and let's move on.
What about Sterling, man? Are y'all just giving him a holiday? Like, what's going on? Is it just like
he's getting his retirement check, man? What are you talking about?
it's just like changing
after this is Dubai for him, man. What are you talking about? Don't hate on Sterling, man.
Bro.
Oh man, this guy's struggling.
He came out with an assist, man. Don't hate. Don't hate, man. But yeah, let's move on. Let's do Chelsea, Leicester, and yeah, again, Chelsea looks pretty comfortable in this game, sort of. They've had, I mean, Leicester's just not a great team, are they? Just a poor team, They started playing with 5 minutes to go, So I mean, I don't know where we put this performance of but Chelsea. I mean, you just have to play whoever's in front of you, and the job done. I mean, they just came in and just battered them. Yeah, I liked the cameo from João Felix. This guy. I like. He should be getting more minutes, man. This guy is a silky player. Very, very good. And I think for me, he was one of the better players on the field that day. He was just everywhere, just dictating stuff. And but what I want to say though, it's been a few games now with Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much from him. Like what's going on there?
Yeah. Seems like he got his trophy last season for best young player or best impact player. I forgot what. Yeah, and that's it. Like he's on chill mode right now. Not doing too much, just worried about doing touches into space that look good. He's working on some highlight video.
This is exactly what I think. I feel this guy he just plays for the camera, maybe.
Yeah.
Lots of Daisy Cole. Like I'm the guy. You know what I mean? Like this just seems like that. I mean, he should have scored. I mean, if
Madueke.
Yeah, Madueke didn't play for Leicester.
Madueke was really poor on that day, and
he's that type of player, I feel.
Right. Pretty inconsistent.
Yeah.
At the image a little bit of the team, even within that game, you could see some of the inconsistencies. I have to give props to Jackson though, because during that game he was all over them. Like he created all these chances.
You are finally converted.
I'm not converting. I'm not. The boy. Look,
man, he's relax.
Listen. I'm waiting till the last day.
For the last day.
The last day,
man, pops,
He's still getting tested, all right? He's still getting tested. But for real, this performance, it was on it, man. This guy was trouble. He's just trouble.
What a
Man,
finish.
that was a finish, man. So, hey, with Chelsea, again, is those inconsistencies because they created their own problem in this game. The fact that Leicester even came back towards the end and trying to press them on, that was due to them. Like, why did you stop playing? Why did you stop applying the pressure that you had at some point during the game? So, yeah, a win is a win. They will take that. They will move on with that. And I'm waiting for a better challenge for them. They did have some pretty decent challenges by now. But let's see what they do against I would say they played Liverpool already, didn't they? Yes. So probably a City.
Yeah, lost to them and drew to us.
That's right. That's right. So waiting to see more from them. Waiting to see if they can maintain the good performances.
First game of the season, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they played City already. Yes, they did. They did. All right. Yes. So they probably went through most of the tough teams. They played against Man U already. That ended up in a draw. Same with Arsenal. So right now they just need to worry about beating the teams below them. We talked about how they are able to do that. So they need to do that consistently and maybe convincingly as well.
No, yeah, I mean you're totally right, and yeah, comfortable win mostly. Just at that last little bit at the end where they tried to throw it away. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the conversation like we had before. Like their defense had stakes in it. So you're always gonna. I feel like with Chelsea this season, even if they do play well, they're always gonna have these spells where these guys at the back do some madness. So. Yeah, but with that firepower up top, man, like there's just like to have a guy like Felix on the bench, and I know he's not very consistent. That's why he ended up at Chelsea. But this man, when he's playing, man, this guy, the pure 10, man, like a silky, like give me the ball, I'll do it type player. Like,
it reminds me a little bit of like maybe a Coutinho style, just
yeah.
But like Coutinho at Liverpool, once he found that consistency, the guy was
unstoppable. Yeah,
and I think that's what he needs. He needs to run a game and a little bit of pat in the back, just to be like, "Yo, you're my guy." But it's not been difficult because right now at that position, guy, so it's gonna take a monumental performance to get Palmer off that team, and it's gonna be difficult. But I mean, he's a good player.
He's a good player. I mean, they still even have Nkunku on the bench. He doesn't even get minutes. And he's a top player, as we've seen in Leipzig. So, yeah, that day up top, they're just so stacked, man. I mean, the men central, people were talking, he was Ten Hag. Look, where is he? Where is he?
Taking a break. It started off where I was taking a break.
He's taking a break.
He's got to let Neto play a little bit, right?
Okay. I get it.
This break is never gonna end, man. That's how
You're hating on these people, man.
We're just warning. Hey, we're just warning.
We're just warning. So, but anyways, yeah. They're doing well. They're doing well, and I think they're just gonna keep motoring. They're gonna have a few stunts here and there, but they're just gonna keep motoring. Especially like Freddie said, they've already played most of the big teams right now. So I think probably just Tottenham left. So yeah, they're looking good. They're looking good for their position right now. And yeah, Leicester somehow. I think Leicester somehow is like 16th, 17th, and I think they've looked the worst out of all the teams.
I mean, they're playing in Didi in this game. In Didi, he was playing the 10. he was supposed to be the playmaker.
Yeah, these guys, they don't want to pay people, man. They just
they don't want to pay people. If you're gonna play Ndidi as your 10, then you don't want to do well in life.
They couldn't even get out. They couldn't even get out. Body was just isolated. The guy was just alone amongst like four gigantic center backs over there. What is he supposed to do?
And I don't, like I said, I don't know how they are 16 for 70. I think they have like 10 points. I don't know who they beat. Like people need to show.
Because of Vardy, you know, they just
they had a good start because of him.
And Vardy was always score goals. This guy, I love that guy, man. This guy will always score goals. When you give him a chance, he will be there. They just smash and grab, and they just
smash and grab. Like anytime I watch them, at least Southampton, they try to play like they're not the great. They try to play
suicidal sometimes.
I don't know what this team, like they just, I don't even know like what they're trying to do. Like they're just so bad, and it's just, and their two sixes are like Harry Winks and Oliver Skip. Like
and Ndidi at 10. You man.
Come on,
I'll get a contract. Indeed, bro. Come on,
man. Yeah, I don't know about this team. Yeah, I think they sacked the manager even. So
they did.
It's gone.
Yeah. So that's a weird team right there, man.
All right. In other news, we're just gonna go through these real quick. Aston Villa 2, Crystal Palace 2. Again, Aston Villa in a big rut. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. They started the season well, man. It's looking peak right now. Peak! And,
defense shaky.
Yeah. Defense, and you know they're just not going through a good time right now. Everton 0, Brentford 0. Bournemouth 1, Brighton 2. Brighton is my team, man. I love watching that. Wow, Pedro, man. I switched him with 5 minutes to go with Wood, and he comes and performs, man. He performs. Yeah. Fulham 1, Wolves 4. I mean, Cunha in that game. This guy has to be the most underrated guy in the league. Man. Is a bowler, like a bowler, proper bowler. Just a goal that he scores, man. This guy just
beautiful goal.
Bangers only, man.
Yeah. And the last game that they just finished today was Newcastle 0, West Ham 2. I watched this game, man, and again, Newcastle just always flattering to deceive. They go and beat us 1-0 and just come and get smashed by one of the worst. But I mean, I watched this game, and you know, I mean, another player that's going under the radar, Jared Bowen, man. I mean, I've seen this guy today. I mean, maybe he's a little bit consistent, but the guy is a decent little player, you know.
He's a player, yeah.
He's a bowler, you know, like that's what he was doing. I was impressed. Yeah. So that wraps up the league at game 12 right now, and we'll be back with who is better.